Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Waseem Anwar from Lahore, Pakistan. We are yet again back with with Michael Williams sir, and we will discuss the previous couple of month updates by Mr. Ash in Roundtable and on Pacific 360. So, sir, hello, sir, how are you?
I'm great, Waseem. I'm so great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for this next session. Sir, I'm going to ask the question. Sir, can you, I would really like to ask you to shed some light upon one of the most important topic of ONPASSIVE these days, data center. So what is the data center? Why is it important for ONPASSIVE to have its own data center? Sir, and tell me the updates, recent updates about data center.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, a lot of founders, they want to know from A to Z about everything. And the thing about it is that the majority of people don't even understand what a data center is. And even if you explain it to them, it just goes right over their head anyways.
Yes.
And it's not important as far as their bottom line.
Yes.
I always encourage founders to focus on the things that matters to them, right? The things that's going to help them get to their goals, right? Those are the more important things. But as far as the data center goes, right now we're using Amazon Web Service, right? That's what the company has been using. And so when you are using someone else's product, then you're bound by their rules, their guidelines, and so on, and you're limited, okay? When you have your own product, right, which includes a data center, then you have more freedom to do as you see fit, okay? Because you're no longer governed by their rules or guidelines, okay? So that's why it's important to have our own. We want to have our own everything, okay? What's not possible, then that's fine. But, a lot of things are certainly possible for us to have, and data center is certainly one of them. So this way, as the name suggests, data, okay? So it's storing information, and the company ONPASSIVE don't want to sell anyone's information, right? But when you're using someone else's products, okay, it can happen. It does happen, right? And so the company wants to, take care of our privacy, right? So that's important, and it's going to help us to accomplish a lot of things going forward when we are in control, and as far as where we're at with that, when it's something that we as founders need to know, then that will be communicated. I don't spend a lot of time in trying to, know all the latest that's going on this product or that product, or because I just don't think it's necessary. I don't like to keep stuff inside my head. That's not going to help me at the present time, right? I like to stay focused on what matters right now. But yeah, the data center is important. It's self-sufficient. So people just have to know that it's something that is good for us and it's going to help us as we move forward.
Great, sir. Sir, I have been hearing a lot of questions regarding having one's own domain name. Why do you think it's important? How it's going to help us in business?
Well, in the traditional sense, so if there wasn't no ONPASSIVE, if you went and you just bought a domain name on your own and you want to set up your business, the name becomes that much more important because you are going to be the one that have to drive the traffic to the site. The domain name helps in the search engine to get organic traffic, okay? So with ONPASSIVE, because the traffic is guaranteed, right? The traffic that we're getting on ONPASSIVE is guaranteed. We don't have to try and figure it out, how to generate it, none of that stuff. It is guaranteed traffic. So the domain name is not that important, right? It really isn't when it comes to ONPASSIVE, okay? So people don't have to get bogged down to, okay, I need to find the right domain name, or it's not that important because the traffic is going to be sent to you regardless of what your domain name is. You understand? Like I said, if in the traditional sense, if you have to drive that traffic, then yes, the name becomes that much more important. You don't want to be having, Waseem sells NikeProducts.com, right? When you're not even selling Nike products. You understand? Like the name and the content, the name and the offer has to make sense. Okay. You don't want to have, lifeinsurance.com when you're not even selling life insurance. You understand? But with ONPASSIVE, even if I have something that says lifeinsurance.com, it's not the best thing, but just to prove the point, even if it says lifeinsurance.com, I'm not selling life insurance, I'm still going to get traffic that's coming there. You understand? So then the content of what's on the site is going to be that much more important. So the content is more important than the actual domain name when it comes to ONPASSIVE, simply because our traffic is guaranteed.
Great, sir. Sir, once Mr. Ash told about laser technology. Can you elaborate this?
I'm sorry, laser technology?
Yes, laser technology.
Yeah, right now I'm drawing a blank where that is concerned. So I can't really comment on that one, sorry.
No issue, sir. Sir, next we see every Monday a new website. So we want to know about what is the purpose of the new website in every Monday, and can you explain this?
Sure. Everything in ONPASSIVE is being done from scratch. Okay, and so one of the features of ONPASSIVE, okay, is going to be when we have our domain name, is to have a new page every day. Okay, so you can think of this as a trial run. Okay, so when we have 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, and so on. Okay, we're also able to give the company feedback on these sites. Do we like it? We don't like it. So don't use that one. All these sites are going to be implemented into ONPASSIVE when we have our own unique domain name. So instead of having a referral link or an affiliate link, okay, that will actually be content on your ONPASSIVE domain name. Okay. So all of that is there to help in the process of determining what works, what doesn't work. So when we get to ONPASSIVE itself, then all those links will be available. Okay, but except it will be a unique page as opposed to a replicated page.
Yes, sir. Sir, once Mr. Ash told about 3 phases of ONPASSIVE, and can you explain and what is our current phase now?
Okay, well, again, you also said, what's in the name, okay? So people talk about launch or launching or the launch phase, before we had pre-launch, soft launch, full launch,
Yes.
right? And the truth of the matter is that it's all one, okay? It's all one, okay? It's a launching process from start to finish, okay? It's a launching process or one process, okay? And so we know that the pre-launch where only founders can come in, we know that's over, that phase is finished, right? And then what the company is doing, as I mentioned in previous session, right, about being able to transition now into selling products, right? That's really all we're looking at. So does that selling of products go into multiple phases? Does that selling of products where, okay, let's try and see, and then we go full blown? Everything has to be scaled up, right? So I don't expect you're gonna have 100 million customers in 1 month, right? That's not gonna happen. So everything is gonna be done in, you can call it phases, but it's really more scalability, right? It's really more of that as opposed to a phase, okay? So you're gonna have the selling start, but it's gonna be small. Then it gets a little bigger, then a little bigger and bigger and bigger, just like the campaigns do, right? Campaigns start, you have 1 campaign, then 2, then 3, and you start to get more and more. So that's what's going to happen. So I wouldn't really use the term and say phases, but rather what's next, like you asked earlier, and we know that's about selling products.
Sir, can you tell me the current status of O Wallet? Many people ask this question about O Wallet. What is the current status?
Well, the wallet is ready. The wallet is ready, but the company, you know, they're going to use in a recent update, our CEO mentioned, you know, that they're going to start to test the wallet. And so in order to test the wallet, you know, that means money has to flow into it. And so he did mention that some founders will be involved in that. Okay. So that's the current state of it, is that, you know, it's done, right? It is finished. But, you know, do we see it yet in our back office? No, because we're not at that stage yet for that to be, you know, placed in our back office. But it is coming. It's one of those things that is coming, because we need to have it. In order for us to make money, you have to have a wallet. Okay. But as far as the features or the product itself, it's done. Okay. So we'll see that implemented soon, or integrated, you know, once the company starts to test out the outsourcing, you know, money going out. We know money can come in, so now we need to make sure money can go out as well. And that's where the testing of the wallet is will come into play.
Actually, people of Pakistan curious to know about the wallet system. So because the payments process in Pakistan as Amazon, PayPal, P2P, finance transaction and cryptocurrency are banned in our country. This topic is of concern for each or every Pakistani founder. Since withdrawal,
sure, but the company also said that right now, I forget the exact number, but I believe it was like 191 countries, you know, we're able to transact in, right? So that's what I mean when I say
countries, sir. 196
196. Yeah. Thanks for correcting that.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, if we know that is the scope of it, that means there's only a few countries that are not able as yet. So the idea is that there will be a solution for every country that ONPASSIVE is engaging business in. There will be a solution. You know, so that to me is a non-issue for Pakistan and for other countries. This is why these things take time. You don't just, you're trying to make sure that every country, right, can receive funds in and funds can come out for customers and so on, right, for customers to be able to pay their subscription. So, you know, all these things take time. It's not one country and you're trying to do everything in one country, right? You're trying to make sure that everyone around the world have the ability to become a customer of ONPASSIVE, right? And for those who are founders or resellers, have the ability to receive funds coming in by way of commissions into their wallet. So that's been taken care of, right? So again, we're in great shape.
So can you explain OCoin? Is it a cryptocurrency or ONPASSIVE own coin? And actually people concerned about if OCoin is cryptocurrency is banned in Pakistan. So that's why they are worried.
So yeah, but again, if they pay attention to the updates, right, has been said, it is not a cryptocurrency. Okay, yes. It is not. Okay, OCoin is not a cryptocurrency, but it will be a medium of receiving funds. Okay, so again, people should not worry about things they don't need to worry about. If it's not a cryptocurrency, then why do I need to worry about it? Because cryptocurrency is banned in Pakistan, right? So because we know it's not, then it's not an issue. Okay, it's just a unit of storage. Okay, so it's a unit of storage. So I made, you know, I generated a commission, so I receive, let's say 5 O coins as an example. Okay, but then that O coin gets converted when I want to withdraw my money out of the wallet. It gets converted into my local currency. Okay, so I'm not going to be withdrawing O coins. No, it just stores the value of the commission. That's all that is.
Yes, yes. He talked about 120 currencies in O wallet. So I hope Pakistani rupee include in this in that currencies. So
absolutely.
So, sir, Gus is going to start, and Mr. Ash told about O Academy. Mr. Kamal is going to Kyrgyzstan regarding O Academy. Can you tell me about this? What is the purpose of that trip, and can you explain this?
Yeah, well, that information has not been communicated as yet. One of the things with our CEO, I personally believe he shares more than he needs to share, right? But he's trying to be as transparent as possible. And, he loves spending time with us as founders. He loves giving us information, but I'm not sure that it's something that we as founders even need to know what Mr. Kamal is going to be doing. Let's wait until the process unfolds. Okay,
Great.
then it's revealed, and then we can see exactly what transpired, right? So that way there's no guessing or speculating about that. So again, in due time, we will know exactly what that was all about.
Sir, tell me about some O Academy and O Connect, how we can relate each other, both product.
Okay,
What
yeah,
is time?
again, with the O Connect, right, we know that's similar to Zoom. So people should understand that. People have been on Zoom long enough now to understand how that works, right? With the O Academy side of things, you have whereby, if I have a course that I want to teach, right, I'll be able to use that platform in conjunction with O Connect to broadcast that course to whoever wants to take it. So just like how you and I are communicating here right now, right? But there'll be certain features within the Academy from a teaching standpoint that I'll be able to display to my students, okay? And the same on the student side of things, right? When they want to pick and choose a course that they want to learn, right? They'll use the two products combined to be able to, learn what it is that they want to learn, right? So the two, again, with ONPASSIVE, remember, everything is one platform. It's not each product is a separate platform. No, everything is in one. Okay, so you'll have a dashboard that displays all the products. Then it's just a matter of clicking on which one that you want. So it's a seamless transition to go from one to the other. But people will need both of those where online learning is concerned, right? But again, right, rather than speculating, what this is going to be, what that is going to be, the best source of information where products are concerned is on the ONPASSIVE website, right? It's the best source, right? I know a lot of people add on to that. I try not to. I try to give people information that's already there on the website because that information is standard, okay? So everyone has access to the same information. So all people have to do is go to onpassive.com and click on a product, and they'll learn all they need to know about O Academy or O Connect and so on, O Staff. Just click on it and they can learn everything they need to. So that way there's no discrepancy, right? There's no misguided information. People are getting exactly what they need to know about the product. And once we have the product in our hands, once we're able to demo it, then we'll know even more. Okay, because now we actually, able to use it as opposed to just reading content that is there on the site.
Great, sir. Great, sir. Sir, as we all know about physical, we'll get physical products as well in ONPASSIVE. So, but we didn't get a clear information yet. But can you tell me about some physical products updates by Mr. Ash till now?
Yes. So, and again, so that's an area that we don't have. He didn't say, okay, you're going to have this product, this, right? The physical products was not really part of ONPASSIVE. This is something that's extra, okay? And so again, to me, people just need to focus on what the ONPASSIVE business is. The ONPASSIVE business is, I'll be able to purchase a product package. That product package is going to include a domain name, right? It's going to include the content. It's going to include traffic, okay? So I have an automated business. That's ONPASSIVE, okay? From a founder's standpoint. And then that site that is set up is able to sell the various products then, whether it's O Mail, whether it's O Network, O Trim, O Desk, and so on, O Connect, O Staff, all of those things. So be able to sell those things for me, and then I generate income. To me, that's all I really need to know, right? So right now we're in wait mode for that process to get to the point where, sales are being generated, right? And to me, that's what, we as founders need to spend our time focused on, right? As more information gets communicated down the pipeline, okay, it's great to have, but it's not a need to have, right? It's great to have. It's great to have this and other information, but do I need it though? In order for me to move forward, do I need that information? I'm already in, I'm already a founder, right? So all I need to do at this point is just continue to be patient until everything is finalized. And now, yes, okay, I got a customer. Why? Because a sales was generated for me. I made commission, right? And that's what people are looking forward to, right? That's what people are looking forward to, because you join a business to do what? To make money. That's why people join a business, okay? ONPASSIVE is no different. We all join ONPASSIVE to make money. So that will come once everything is ready, but I would encourage founders not to focus too much on the details, okay? Because there's still some gaps in the details,
Yes.
right? There's still some things that need to be filled in. Once it's filled in, then right? As opposed to, again, just speculating on what's going to happen and how a particular product is going to work.
So, actually, sir, we want to know about updates by Mr. Ash told in previous couple of months till yet. So, sir, we are all know ONPASSIVE product are going to release on sale, and Mr. Ash talk about a typical word OMP. Can you explain what is OMP?
OMV. Okay, now again, I'm drawing blank, Waseem. V is for value.
Over market value.
O was for over, and then M was for the market. Okay, so again, it's self-explanatory in that everything has a value to it, right? So if you look at another product, right, that's in the marketplace right now, okay, this is the value that product presents, okay? So over market value just simply means you're going to deliver more than what's currently there in the marketplace, right? That's all that means, right? Over market value, meaning, so if you take a product like OConnect, so you're saying, okay, I'm going to bring OConnect to the market, and the value that people are going to receive from that particular product is going to be more than what is present currently in the marketplace, right? So meaning you're going to get more value in OConnect than you would in Zoom, okay? Somebody who's using any meeting, or somebody who's using GoToWebinar, or even Skype, okay? Whatever is present in the market, whatever value people can get currently in the market, okay, ONPASSIVE wants to deliver something that's going to be more than that, okay? So which is also going to be a strategic advantage when it comes to making sales, okay? If I have a choice between A and B, right? And if B is giving me more than what A is giving me, then naturally I'm going to choose B, okay? And so that's what ONPASSIVE intends to do, right? And so that's where the OMV comes into play. But again, right, this is something that we're telling founders, don't get lost in the details of things. Just stick to the basics, and we're all going to be in great shape.
Sir, yeah, this is informative session for those people who want to know about current situation regarding updates. So the purpose of this session is more clarity for founders. So this is not necessary you will know every answer or you will give every answer, but people will clear to hear these questions, these answers. So, sir, once Mr. Ash told about OTT product, O education. So, if you remember, sir told about OTT O education product, and will prepare in 100 days. So we're not going to in details when it will come, but what is the OTT, and can you give me any example to clear this product or education?
And again, it's the same thing, Waseem, right?
Okay. We know, Mr. Ash didn't clear. This is not necessary. You know about this because
Right.
because Mr. Ash only give hints about the products.
Yeah,
We know, but
and there's a reason for that though.
yes,
Okay.
yes, I know.
You know, from a marketing standpoint, right? From a marketing standpoint, you drop a few things, you know, you pique people's interest, right?
Yes,
And to help them stay engaged, right? Help them stay engaged. And so now the anticipation is, okay, what is he talking about? You know, when is that going to drop? When are we going to have access to it? What is it going to do? So
yes.
it brings more questions than answers, right?
So
So yeah, so again, it's just one of those things.
some kind of, sir, this is brainstorming session. So this is not necessary. We will get answer from you. Maybe some other actually people who related from that specific field, so they can better tell about OTT or something or something. Like, do you know about?
They can, but even then though, they're not the ones. They're not the ones that's creating the products,
Yes.
right? So it's still speculation.
They can, yes.
Until
exactly. Yes.
They're just giving an educated guess as to what they think it could be, how it's going to work, all these things. And me personally, I don't engage in that. I like to be specific about things that are factual, meaning these are things that we know, not things that well, it could be this, or I'm used to this particular product, so I think it's similar to it, so therefore this is how it works. Those are all speculation. Once we have it, once we can play with it, touch it, feel it, all of that stuff, then we know exactly how it works and exactly what's being delivered. And so I always come from that approach, Waseem. I like to wait for things to happen, you know, so then I know exactly what I'm working with, right? As opposed to always trying to, you know, guess, speculate, you know. So, you know, I get it. You know, we can all brainstorm and try to figure things out. But to me, I like to save my energy and put it towards something else that I know.
Okay, sir, leave it, sir. We'll go next. Sir, Mr. Ash, talk about 9 products till the end of August. So, how do you see that we'll get 9 products till the end of the August, or something? You have something other thing regarding this? Some people said we'll prepare maybe 9 products at the end of the, but will that product will not release. This is not necessary, but he gave the idea of about products. So what do you think? What do you want to say about this?
Yeah. You know, I'm very consistent in what I say, right? Very consistent. Okay. Right. And
okay,
so
sir,
I know.
Leave this question. Last question regarding package. I think you can better reply of this this question. Mostly people were concerning about the package price, $200 or $300. Mostly people were not can't afford that package price. So Mr. Ash did easy for the package. So can you explain the package price? How will use? How will get? How will pay the package?
Yeah. So again, the idea is to make things affordable for everyone everywhere, right? That's what ONPASSIVE wants to do, right? And so, you know, the CEO knows that, yeah, there may be someone in, I don't know, India, Pakistan, the Caribbean, PNG, wherever, right? There'll be people around the world, even in places where you think they'll be able to afford to, but everyone's situation is different, right? So, you know, we know that some folks will not be able to spend $300, as an example, to purchase a product package, right? And to spend that amount, you may be getting something that you don't even need or you don't plan to use, right? So, you know, the company wants to make it affordable for everyone, right? So therefore, you know, there will be packages that's going to be affordable for every single person so that they can activate your business on day one. They don't need to wait for a month, 2 months, 3 months. They can activate, they can purchase a product and get started right away. And so that's why the company will have multiple product packages. Okay, so, you know, there's no point in you purchasing a package that's going to offer all staff if you don't have a business that have a human resource department because you have so many employees, right? That product was not going to be meaningful to you, right? As opposed to, we know that you need traffic, we know you need a domain name, we know you need content, you probably want to use OConnect to communicate, right? So there'll be something for everyone. So people will be able to pick and choose what makes the most sense to them from a need standpoint, right? Or a usability standpoint, and also from a cost standpoint, okay? Affordability, right? So that's what we're going to have. So every single person, every single one who's a founder will be able, from day one, will be able to activate, you know, their account based upon getting affordable products.
That's great. That's great. Sir, as per Mr. Ash update, we can expect more IT campus like Hyderabad office in other countries in future?
Yeah, absolutely. We know that there's going to be other corporate offices, you know, not just Hyderabad, there's going to be other corporate offices that's going to be responsible for a variety of things. So, you know, this is part of the ongoing process. The company has to assess what its needs are. So if they need to have another IT office in, you know, say Singapore as an example, you know, then the company will do so. You know, we have the offices now in Dubai, and those are going to be for a particular purpose. So, you know, every office, regardless of where it's located, is going to be for a particular purpose in ONPASSIVE. And you may have more than one country that has the same usage, you know, like IT hub, for example. Right. So, so yeah, it's again another win-win for all of us, because it's important, and it will also stimulate the economy of that particular country that office will be held in, just like it's done in India, with having so many staff there and so on. You know, that's a good thing as well.
So in last, would you like to discuss something about global leaders, the global leader criteria or something?
Well, with regards to the global leaders, you know, the company, excuse me, the company wants to reward active founders, right? And so, you know, the initial idea was to have someone qualify as a global founder based upon having, you know, 1,000
Yes.
individuals that they invited, you know, into the company, as well as having, you know, a team of 10,000 founders, right? And so, you know, that would qualify one as a global leader. Now, you know, the company, you know, has rethought all of that, because we're not an MLM company anymore. Originally, it was going to be an MLM, you know, digital marketing company, but we've evolved from that. You know, so the company's going to rethink, going to look at what's the best possible way to have these global leaders, but it's still going to be the 1,000 around the world. It's still going to be, you know, at least one in every country, and obviously multiples in certain countries. So you're still going to have that aspect of it, but as far as the exact qualification, that's also being revamped. So it may stay the same, it may be different, but again, that's something that will be communicated when the time occurs. You know, for that to be implemented.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for coming. You gave me your precious time. We'll see you in next session. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Waseem.